Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Jean and this is Creatively Jean. Today we're going to work on a little bit more of our diamond paint project. We're working on this butterfly. This is part 2. Part 1, I showed you how I do my diamond dots and all that stuff, so I will link that in the description below. The only thing different I'm going to do this year is, it's a whole year. This video is we're going to give this a try. I hauled this from Temu. I showed it on one of my hauls. So what it is, and I don't know where the refills are, but there's some in here. What it is, of course, I don't know where I put the refills. They should be right by this, but apparently not. That's okay. We don't need it because there's already one in here. You can see the pink in there. So all you do is screw this down when you want to get some more out. And I don't want to go too far. I like just to make sure it's just coming right to the top. There you go. So you got just a little bit peeking out there. We're going to give this a try. We're going to use this a little bit and see how it works. You can buy this. You can get the refills for it. It's just a wax like this, shaped like a little pencil lead type thing. I'll find it for the next video. It's got to be around here. It should be right on my thing here. Okay, so we're going to give that a try. We need our extra tray because we're going to do number 3, which has a lot in here. So it's hard to shake them around. I probably can do it on this one. I don't think I'll need this one. So we'll just shake it around so we get them to go right side up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do number 3s. So let's start. I'll kind of start right over in this area. See how well this works. What I can see that I'm not liking so much is it's oozing out. So I'm hoping it stops. I might have twisted it too. Let's back twist it a little bit and take some pressure off of it. And then I'm going to just pull a little bit off. We're going to practice it together. So we might not want to screw too tight. Just back off a little bit. My pick 'em up tool is the same way. I don't have that one down here. I have the one where you kind of screw it and it comes out too. That's kind of the same way. If you screw too much, it'll just keep oozing out. I know those were technical terms I just did, right? I mean, it's picking up nicely. It's like I'm not having a problem with it picking up or anything like that. Like I said, I like to do just one at a time. I don't like those tools that hold 4 or 6 of the drills because, you know, they just seem to take more time filling those than doing one at a time. And it goes by pretty fast. When I'm sitting here by myself, I got that one just a little crooked. And you can move them around. Have plenty of time to move them around. Okay, shake some more. Just don't shake them all over like I did last time. Okay, I'm just going to kind of go down and around this way. I don't see nothing this way. I got a whole bunch of 3s up there. So I'm going to turn this sideways. Just for the fact that, I don't know if you guys can see good enough. Let's get down in here. Get way down in here. See this. Tray's over here, but I don't want to end up spilling like I did last week. So let's start with this leaf here. For me, it's very relaxing. I turn on music or a movie, a background, just to have something in the background. And just do it for a little while. I can't do it for too long at a time because, whoop, I grabbed the wrong one. It was upside down. You know, because my shoulders and necks get really sore. I have rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia. So, you know, by leaning over like this, sometimes I get rather sore. So I don't do it for very long, more than about a half hour or so at a time. Or until I feel like I'm getting sore. I love doing it. I mean, for me, it just goes. And like I said, if you're just starting out and just want to try one of these, get the one with the gems because I think they go faster. I think they're prettier. They sparkle really, really pretty. I love all the different gems that you get. And start out with a small project. Don't overwhelm yourself with a big project. You'll hate it. You will definitely hate it after a while. And I like to get some with a variety of colors. You know how you got puzzles and they're almost all the same color? I can't do it. So it's kind of the same with this. I don't like to do one if it's got pretty much all of the same color schemes. I like to kind of a variety of colors. Like I said, if you get it in there crooked, just use your finger. You have plenty. You can move this around. It's sticky, but it won't hurt anything. And these, you can get these kits so cheap now. This one I got off of I think Shein. I get a lot of mine off of I think it's called Everyday Deals. Everyday. I'll link it for you. You can get coasters and keychains and so many different things in diamond painting now. Little like cosmetic bags and totes, and there's so many different things now. Ornaments. There's so many. Just start out with a small project. Oh, stickers. I never did do the K-Rare stickers for you guys. I had gotten stickers. I'll look for some stickers again because those were from last year. I'll look for some stickers again and we can work on some stickers. Those are a good way to start. They're just a small project. They have stickers. And then you can add them to your projects. Oh, got one stuck on the side there. How is everyone doing? This is something I do though, not when the dogs are up bothering me. Usually I will do this towards the end of the night when I want to wind down. But not with the dogs. They would be knocking everything over and there'd be a chance of them getting their dog hair on my project. And look how fast we've gotten that little section done. And then I just, every once in a while, will push down with my finger. At the end, I'll just, when I put the cover back on, I kind of give it a little push. See, we got that leaf area done already. A little bit more leaf area here. Get some more of them. Yeah, so far I'm liking this tool. I will look up and see what other, I have one that has a light on it, this one. I don't really find it very handy. You have to be totally pitch dark, because I don't really find it very handy. I mean, you'd have to be like totally in the dark, because I got the light on right now. Well, I don't really find that handy. So that one, you know, does not. Then I have this tool, which I use sometimes for my big projects. This goes between the line to help. I don't have any straight lines on this one, but you run it down between your lines. I'll get an extra bead there, extra gem, I mean, to straighten out your lines, which I used for, which I need to take a picture for you guys, the big project I did. I used that a lot for that, straighten my lines back out when you have a huge project. This one really doesn't have no straight lines, much for straight lines. Okay, so see, if you back off after you screw it to get a little bit out and then bring it back a little bit, now it's not oozing out anymore. I was like, we don't want that oozing out like that. I will link this tool if you guys want to try this one yourself. I don't think it was very much, but I will link that for you guys. I'm going to move this video to a Wednesday so it doesn't interfere with, you know, because a lot of people don't care for diamond painting and don't really want to sit there and watch somebody else do this. But I do have some people that really do want to watch it. They find it relaxing also just watching somebody do it. So I will give it a try for a while. If it doesn't, you know, seem like I'm not getting enough views on it, I will finish up this project, of course. But if I don't get enough views on it, I won't do them anymore. Because it's just a waste if I'm not getting no views. But like I said, I'll move it to Wednesday. Then it doesn't interfere. With regular Thursdays are my regular craft, which is general crafts. And when I do journals and albums, I do those on Tuesday. Mondays are my haul videos. If I have sponsor videos, I usually do those on Saturdays. I don't do a lot of sponsor. I'm kind of, you know, a little picky maybe. I don't do Temu because I didn't like that their coupon is only for new users. They don't offer nothing for my subscribers that have been with me for a long time, so I stopped working with them. I thought it could be fair and offer a coupon for all users, not just new users. That's my opinion, but I have a lot of regulars. All right, now we got that. See how quick that was? We got all that. Let's see. I don't think I have nothing else. Any more threes over here on this side at all. And those are all sixes. And I got some threes down in here. Not very many. There's a few threes down there. So let's get those. Working in my yard. Exhausting. My grass, I'm telling you, it's too fertilized, I think. It's just growing like wild. I have my backyard. I have a pretty big backyard, and I have a fenced in backyard. I need a little bit. I don't know if I have one on there. But because I have two beagles that they're not huge diggers, but they do dig on occasion, I put a fence down the middle. I divide up the yard, so I have a nice side yard and then the dog side. When I fertilize and do stuff on their side, I have to block their side off, and they play on the other side. Right now I'm working on their side, filling in any holes that they've made. Got some grass seed down because, you know, when they run around, they tend to, you know, dig up areas with their paws as they're running. So we're working on that. I'm working on that, I should say. There's no we. There's no we here. It's just me. My daughter's not a yard work person, I'll tell you that. But she works a full-time job. I'm retired. Not like I need more to do. I'll tell you, you don't realize how much work goes into running a YouTube channel at all. I mean, I knew it would be a lot of work creating content for you guys and, you know, doing that part, but, you know, I reply back on every one of my comments. If I don't reply back on a comment, that usually means it didn't come through on my end, which does happen on occasion. I have my email address is always attached. So if you don't hear from me and you have a question, you can always email me, because sometimes, you know, it's like regular email. It could go to your spam account or just not go through at all. The comments don't always go through, but generally I think most of them do. I've only had a couple times where someone, you know, messaged again, But you can always use my email address if you have any questions, or if you have any requests, anything you want me to try. I shall do it. It gets my brain working too, because I have to really think sometimes when on some of them that you guys ask me to do, and I have to really think, and I try to come up with unique ways to do, not the same, you know, old thing that everybody does all the time. And I'm trying to show you things that I did years ago. Years and years and years ago, all these different crafts that I did. Okay, now we have some more. I think we're just about done with the threes. We'll get the threes done. We're only at 16 minutes, and we did all this already. So you can see it really doesn't take that long. Like I said, the best is, you know, I'm not messing around with music in the background because I don't want to get any copyright infringements or anything like that. I've never had a check mark against me yet, so try to be careful. But if I wasn't on YouTube, I would have and I like the 70s. That's my favorite era to listen to, is the 70s. I know I'm giving away my age again, as I always do, but you know, age is just a number. So I like Christmas music in the 70s. And I've been known to listen to Christmas music on and off throughout the year. Or I'll just start singing in my house. Christmas music. Okay. Looks like I just have up here yet. And then we'll double check. Can you see all the, I'll zoom it after we get these threes done. I'll zoom it out. There is some fuzz on there. Shake it. Yes, I'm actually liking this. Because by now I would have had to dip into my wax with my other thing. Get caught two again. I haven't had to dip in yet. So I want to make sure I buy some more. Well, I'll probably buy a second one of these and then more refills. Just to have on hand to try to see how long a refill lasts. They're not that big. They're probably like this long or so. We'll find them and show you next time. We still have a few more parts to this video. Although we're coming along nicely. I don't watch a lot of TV. How about you guys? If I do, it's usually the Hallmark Channel when I do watch something. The only really show I like to watch that's on regular TV is The Masked Singer. I just love that show because I love music to begin with. I don't guess very many of them, but I have guessed some. Some of them I was way off. But I'm not a big TV watcher to begin with. Just every once in a while, like if the weather's really bad or I'm so busy coming up with content for you guys that, you know, because I make different samples and I got to make the, you know, like when I make an album or a junk journal, you just don't sit there. You got to kind of plan. The junk journals I don't really plan out too much, but the albums I do, because it's like, you know, you've got to make sure it fits together properly. So that's a little bit more planning. The junk journals you can be a little bit more laid back with on the planning part. And overall they're pretty close to the same size, but my albums I make different sizes. fact, I still want to make an 8.5 by 11, which I think is going to be our Winnie the Pooh one, all the Winnie the Pooh paper I bought. I am just designing it, and it's taken me longer. I thought I'd be doing the album, but I'm going to be doing the junk journal next, and then I'll work on that Winnie the Pooh one. My brain is just not functioning quite well how I want it. Okay, I think we got all the 3s. Let's bring it down a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. You can see how it's taken shape there. So we did all the greens we did, all the leaves. You see some of our older. So you can still see we have a lot to do yet though. We'll work a little bit more. I think it's all, let's put the 3 back up there. I think we'll just do the 6s. Looks like there's like yellow. Kind of more of an orangey yellow. Okay. Because we got a lot, like our 7s are, our 1s are blue, our 2s are blue, our 5s are kind of a yellow, and then these are a little bit more like a coppery color. This one I'm going to take and dump some in because this one's really full. They're kind of like I'd say an orange, dark orange like. Okay, so let's do that. So we're going to be going into some like flowers. You can see all the 6s there. We got some 6s here. So let's work on some 6. Let's see how fast our time's gone. Like, I don't feel like I've been sitting here for 21 minutes already with you guys. Let's see, I need a little bit out. Just so I can kind of feel it. Back it off. I don't feel like it's been 21 minutes already. But it's relaxing. This is softer than this wax though. It's a soft wax. So I'm surprised like it's working as well as it is. I'm really liking it. 6s are here, Jean. I almost put 6s on the 5 because, you know, I wasn't paying attention. Let's bring you guys back in closer. Closer, people, closer. We're way down here. We're here. I started this did I do any? I don't think I did this when my husband was alive. I think it was right after, shortly after he passed, that I came upon diamond painting. Within a year or 2, I think. And then I put it off. I'm like, oh, it looks like paint by number. And I never really did like paint by number. And then one day I'm like, I'm just going to try it. I think my first project was a Hello Kitty. I can't remember. If you know me, it probably was, but I haven't been doing it as much as I would like because of the YouTube channel, but that's okay. I'm sure have been trying lots of new things though, with the viewer requests and all that stuff. So I've kind of went out of my comfort zone a few times, but which is good because I learned that I can do it, and I did. Doesn't it seem like summer is going fast already? Like just about the June. Well, I shouldn't say summer is going fast already, but feels like it is. Okay. See, way up here's one. Oh, next time I got to bring out my light board, show you guys that too. I was going to bring that out this time and I forgot. I don't need to use it that much, but there is times when I use one, and that's mostly when you have a really tight pattern and your numbers are so close together. So I will make sure I show that next time. We'll get that out here. It does really help out though. I use it for, you know, lots of different things when I'm, like if I'm tracing things, that works well for that. I'll talk about that one. I haven't really showed you guys anything I do with my light board yet. So we'll discuss that next week. Crooked, get up there. See how much like color and sparkle you get from using the rhinestone kits? And there's a lot more nowadays. Back when I first started, you could rarely find one, but now you can find a lot of rhinestone kits. And different, like all these different beads like that. I love that. I love a variety of different textures in my project. It makes it more interesting to look at, and it makes it more interesting to actually play with and do. Not speeding up. This is how fast I usually work. I just kind of stay focused. I work in one area and work myself around. Some more in there. And if you don't want to use your finger, you could take a tool like this or even an empty one, and you can use that to help push them back on to where they belong. Sometimes when I'm going fast, I kind of miss the center, and not that it really matters because it fills in anyways. Upside down. Anyone taking any summer trips? Going anywhere fun? I don't think we're gonna do anything this summer. Maybe some short trips, but nothing too grand this year. My sewer lines cost me too much money this year. I had to get them all re-sleeved. They were cracking and starting to collapse. So it could have been a huge problem if I would have waited. So that was a big expense. Sometimes I don't like being a grown-up, you know. Like, I think I have other things I could spend my money on, but you know, you gotta do it. Gotta get a little bit out. When you own a house, things always come up. Okay, we're at a half hour, guys. Probably stop for now. like I said, this isn't everybody's cup of tea. They don't want to watch. So I'm trying to keep these as close to a half hour as possible so that you guys don't get too bored. But you can always fast forward. But we are going to finish this project so you guys can see what it looks like when it's all done. And then I'll show you my storage. Like most of the time I store them, I have a folder I store them in. I do hang some, but I store them until I decide what I want to do with it. So, okay, I think we'll stop there for tonight, guys. Let's get this all back, and I will show it up closer. What we've done. So you can see. So there's what we're working on now. It's such a dark color, it's not really showing orange on the screen too much. But you can see all the other pretties. I really like these flowers they use for the centers there. Oh, that's going to be a 6 all the way around there, I can see. And then you can see the clear ones. When it's all done, let's bring it down so you can see more out where we're at so far. So we're getting there. And quite a bit of all this done. Okay, guys, we will see you next week. It's still going to take a few because once we get to all these blue ones, but, you know, it's going to take us a few more weeks yet. So, as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Leave a comment, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.